Okay, so after seeing this, you may think we've come to a bit of a dead end here. You see, if we go down again, we may get 3 and 11, and then we can't really find any more. It's impossible to find a square number when we've only got 3 and 11, because 11 doesn't really factorise into anything, and so does 3 doesn't really. However, if we look on the left here, we've got a 2 and a 2, and they multiply together to make a 4. So we haven't found sort of an individual square number. However, we've found two numbers which are the same, which means when they multiply together they make a square number. So here and here we can multiply together, so we get 4 and 33. And let me just prove to you that this is right. If I write the 132 again to the right here, we could write 4 and 33. On your calculator, if you do 4 times 33, you will get 132. So saying that, we've got our square number here. We've got a 4, the 2 times 2 and the 4. So, if you remember in the previous video, when we found the square number, what we have to do is square root it to give us an integer. So square root of 4 is 2. So what that means is we place that on the outside of the surd. So I'll go here. So we place the 2 here, and then we write the square root, and then we've got the 33 remaining here. So the square root of 132 can be simplified to 2 times the square root of 33. Okay, let me try another example. Let's do the square root of 52. So I'm just going to be doing a few examples, and hopefully this just enforce your learning about square roots. So we've got 52. Let's try and find some factors of it. So let's divide it by 2 to start with. 52, half of that is 26. We haven't got any square numbers here. Let's do 2 and 13. So it sort of comes to the same dilemma as we have in the previous video. We can't really factorise this into anything more apart from 13 and 1. This can't factorise into anything. However, we have our two numbers here, which means this is the same as having 4. These multiply together. It's the same as having 4 and 13. So I mean, we could have just immediately found the factor of 4 and 13. We didn't have to go into 2. This is probably the most, not the fastest way of doing it. So once we've got our 4 and a 13, we've got a square number. So, like in the previous examples, we find the square root of it. So 4 goes into 2 and 2. And then the square root of it, which is 2, goes onto the outside. So 2 multiplied, and by the numbers we have left, we just have one number left, 13. And that's the answer. The square root of 52 can be simplified down to 2 square root 13. And I welcome you to try this out. I'll just show you on my calculator here. If you do, I'm sure you can see that if we do the square root of 52, it automatically simplifies it down to 2 square root 13. So, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to watch my next video where I'm going to do a bit about multiplying and dividing square roots. I hope you learnt something. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.